relationship, there's like a kind of loneliness that people rarely talk about. It's not the kind that comes from being single, nor the emptiness after a breakup. It's a quiet kind of loneliness, the kind you feel while you're still in a relationship. We're still together every day. We still talk, eat meals together, sleep next to each other. On the surface, nothing seems wrong, but deep down, I feel like we're drifting apart. There are moments when I lie next to them, hearing their breathing, feeling the warmth beside me, yet I still feel like I'm a world away. We used to be close. We could talk about anything without hesitation. But now, I hesitate before saying anything. Not because I'm afraid of being judged, but because I'm no longer sure if they're even listening. It feels like my words fall into a void. No reaction, no curiosity, just a half-hearted nod or a vague, "Yeah, I know," followed by silence. I used to tell myself, maybe it's just a phase. But as the days went by, I couldn't ignore it anymore. The conversations we used to have became shorter. The things I wanted to share, I kept it to myself. Because I was afraid of being too much, of being annoying, of sounding needy. There was a day when we sat next to each other for over 2 hours, both staring at our phones. Not a single word between us, each lost in our own worlds. I looked over thinking of something to say, but I said nothing, because I didn't know how to start, and I wasn't sure if they still cared to hear it. I started to wonder, am I in a one-sided relationship? One where I'm the only one holding on, the only one trying to keep the connection alive. One where the more I love, the more I try, the lonelier I feel. That feeling, it hurts more than I expected. It makes you question your own worth. Maybe I'm not interesting anymore. Maybe I'm no longer special. Maybe I'm just someone they got used to having around. And so I began to shrink. I laughed less. I spoke less. I stopped expecting affection or attention because I didn't want to be disappointed again. I didn't want to feel that familiar ache of being ignored when I needed connection the most. I know I'm not alone in this. So many people are in relationships where they don't feel seen or heard. Not because their partner is cruel, but because the connection has slowly, silently faded. People often think being together means being close. But the truth is, proximity doesn't always equal intimacy. Some distances can't be measured in miles. They're measured in the space between two hearts, the silence between two conversations, the lack of curiosity in someone's eyes. I don't blame them. Maybe they're tired too. Maybe they didn't notice the change as clearly as I did. But if neither of us speaks up, if no one says what we're really feeling, then this relationship will be filled with nothing but quiet resignation. And one day we might still be next to each other, but no longer belong to each other. I don't know if I have the courage to say all of this out loud, but I do know that if this continues, I'll end up losing myself in a relationship I once cherished. And if you're feeling lonely in your own relationship right now, I just want you to know this. Your feelings are valid. You're not asking for too much. You're not too sensitive. You're just someone longing to be loved the right way, to be heard, to be understood. And you deserve that. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do in love isn't to stay silent. It's to speak up.